morning class. Today we will begin with chapter number 10, that is decimal. So before we begin, let's have a look at the mind mapping. Look, this is a mind mapping. What comes to your mind when you hear the word decimal? First word is digits, hundreds, dot, ten, thousands, whole, decim, tens. Now look forward. Some important terms. Decim, Latin word means 10, familiar, well known to you. Unit, a single thing which is complete in itself. Fraction, a part of a whole, complete or full. Place value, the value of each digit in a number. Important, having great value. Move, to change position. Now look at here, decimal numbers. Decimal numbers, these are fraction with denominator 10, 100, 1000 are known as decimal fractions. Look the example, 6 by 10 is equal to 0.6. Decimal comes from decim, the Latin word for 10. Decimal fraction. A decimal fraction has two parts, a whole number part on the left hand side and a decimal number part on the right hand side. These parts are separated by a dot that is known as decimal point. Now look at here. Decimal number 27.423. Look the number. 27 is a whole number. Dot is decimal point. And 423 is a decimal number. Decimal places. Now places after the decimal point are known as decimal places. Now look the decimal point. 4 is tens, 0 is hundreds and 5 is thousands. Now look here, next is, that is a whole number. 3 is ones, 6 is tens, 2 is hundreds, 0,000, 9 is 10,000 and 3 is 100,000. Writing decimal numbers as fractions. Write the decimal number without decimal points in the numerator, 1 followed by as many zeros as the decimal places in the decimal number in the denominator. Now see the example. 8.623 is equal to 8623 by 1000. Write fractions as decimal numbers. Write the digits of the numerator and put the decimal point such as to have as many decimal places as there are zeros in the denominator of the given fraction. Now see the example. 9126 by 1000 is equal to 9.126. Read and write the decimal numbers. There are two ways. The word and the point are used to express the decimal point. Next is the digit after the decimal are read one by one. Now look at here. 0.02. Next is how to read is 200. See next example. 5.64 and how to write next one. 5 and 64 hundredths. Expansion of decimal numbers. Now look at here. Whole number is 10 bigger and the decimal number is 10 smaller and point is decimal point. Now 5 is a tens, 9 is a hundreds and 1 is a thousand. Now here whole number 7 is 1 and 1 is tens. To express the decimal numbers in expanded form by writing the sum of the value of each digit in the given numbers. See the example. How to expansion of decimal numbers. 745.326. Now in a fractional number, how to expand it? 700 plus 40 plus 5 plus 3 by 10 plus 2 by 100 plus 6 by 1000. Now in decimal expansions, 700 plus 40 plus 5 plus 0.3 plus 0.02 plus 0.006. Comparing the decimals. We compare decimals like whole numbers. We start comparing from the highest place. Thus, we start with the tens place first. See the example. Which is greater, 0.12 or 0.157? Here the tens place is the same in hundreds places. Now look at here. Next one is 2 is smaller than 5. So 0.12 is smaller than 0.157. In decimal numbers, the number of digits doesn't make a number greater or smaller. Only the value of the highest place determines the value of the number. Order relation in decimals. The decimal with greater whole number part is greater. If the whole number part are equal, then compare the tens digit. The decimal with the bigger digit at the tens place is greater. Similarly, compare hundreds, then thousands, digits and so on. This is a comparing method. Now next is like decimals. Like decimals are decimals having the equal number of decimal places. Now look at here. After the decimal point, there are all liquid numbers. Now 7.486, 7.405, 7.467, 7.897 means the decimal having equal number of decimal places. And unlike decimals are decimals that do not have same number of decimal places. Now look at here. 11.941, 11.9, 11.90, 11.854. Now how to add in decimals? Look at here. Add 2.54 and 3.54. First of all, put the value in decimal point directly below the decimal point on the addends and you have to add it. The answer will be 5.99. Subtraction of decimals. Subtraction of decimals is same as addition, but always remember to put greater number on the top and lesser number below. Subtract 49.429 minus 12.317. Now put the greater number at the top, 49.429 and 12.317, and subtract it. Answer will be 37.112. Now look this exercise. Question number 1, match the following. You have to do this exercise in your notebook. Now question number 2, write the following numerals in decimal. Next question is 3, add the following. Question number 4, subtract the following. I hope you have learned a lot from this chapter. Thank you.